All right. So my opinion is on this particular subject, men and women speak very, very, very different languages. Do we use the exact same words? Yes, but those words are interpreted, very differently in the mind. So when men say that they're looking for women with a low body count, the number being 5 or less, when another man says that, I understand exactly what he means by that for the most part. Maybe very a broad spectrum, but I understand that he is talking about the standards and behaviors that he assumes comes along with that type of behavior. 5 or less, that woman has standards and she has very specific types of behaviors, most likely. Now, when women hear, oh, they just want a woman with a low body count, that's why they're able to rebuttal with, oh, well, that's just insecurity, that's just insecurity, that's just insecurity, and whatever other fucking ones they choose to use, because in their minds, they hear it very differently. So what you want to say is, what men should be saying is, and you want to say it in a way that a woman can interpret it immediately and understand what the fuck you mean. We are looking for women that have not, do not, and will not have sex outside their relationships. That's what we're looking for. That is the intended thought process and behaviors that we're looking for when a man says he wants a woman with a low body count. Good examples would be of how saying it, low body count, of how saying that could be a bad way to go about it. We can take two completely fictional women. One, both of them are 25. Both of them have just recently found themselves single. Both of them started their initial relationship when they were 15 years old. One of them, she's been with her man for the last 10 years. From 15 to 25, she's been with the same man. She's had one man as her boyfriend. However, at 16 years old, she lost her virginity to a random dude she met at a party and was a one-night stand. She never told her boyfriend. She had sex with him weeks, months, a year later, whatever it was, and then told him that he was the one that she lost her virginity to. During the next 9 years of their relationship, she has two side dudes. One she has for 3 years and one she has for 4 years. But she has two side dudes for most of the relationship that they're together. Just recently, a month or two ago, he figured out and found out that she had a side dude and had another side dude before. So he breaks up with her. Women being the creatures that they are, she then runs to the side dude, thinking that she's going to make the side dude her main dude. What women don't understand is that when a man is a side dude, he's a side dude for a reason. And just because a man thinks that you're good enough to have sex with doesn't mean he thinks you're good enough to be with. It's funny because women will say that all the time. They're like, oh, well, men will fuck anything. But when it comes to them, they think they're unique and special. Anyways, she runs to the side dude. The side dude's like, oh, no. I didn't want, this is not what I'm signing up for. I don't want none of this. Peace. I'm going to see you later as well. So this woman has exactly what men are saying. I want a woman with a low body count, 5 or less. You are now going to be number 5. Got exactly what you asked for. But does that really sound like the kind of bitch you want to be with? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. She's obviously got some learned behaviors from wherever she learned them from, even if she made them up herself, that she's going to carry forth with her into the rest of her life, most likely. Either which way, you don't want to be the one to test that fucking theory out. That's not the one you want to be with. But you got the other girl. She's had 6 sexual partners. So 1 over the specified number that you already are talking about, 5. She was in 3 long-term relationships, around a little over 2 years. They just didn't pan out. She was in one relationship that was about a year long, just didn't pan out. She was in another relationship about 6 months long, just didn't pan out. And she was with one dude that she was trying to make a go of it. And once he got the pussy, he'd ghosted her, But she was trying to be in a relationship. Her body count is 6, and you're going to be number 7. Which one would you really choose? I highly doubt you're going to choose the first bitch just because her number is 4. Now, if you don't have all the extra information, you sure might. If all you knew about her was, this bitch has got 6 and this bitch has got 4. Yeah, because we're thinking that the one that has 4 has better standards, has the behaviors that we're looking for in a woman. We think that because we hear the number, but we don't know the extra information. 99% of men that aren't fucking suicidal, or unless she just has an extraordinarily fat ass, are going to choose the woman. To be in a long-term relationship, we're going to choose the woman that has 6, and you're going to be number 7. because she has the standards that we're looking for. She has the behavior patterns that we're looking for. She doesn't cheat on her man. She doesn't want to cheat on her man. She's looking to be in a faithful relationship, and she wants to be in one relationship that she can see through to the end of her life. That's where her mind is at. That's where what she's thinking. That's what we're looking for. So when men tell women, especially on all these dumbass shows that you guys show me, oh, we want a low body count, we want a low body count, we want a low body count. Women don't fucking comprehend that the same way that you say it. While another man hears you and be like, yeah, yeah, absolutely, because we're not just going off the number, we're going off of what that number represents to us behaviorally, standards wise. So the way men should be saying it is, we are looking for a woman to be in a relationship with that has never had sex outside of her relationship, that does not intend to ever have sex outside of her relationship, that she doesn't have that in her. That is not something that lives inside of her. That's the woman that we want. So, and I think that's the problem. When you say you want a low body count, 5 or less, doesn't matter what number you choose. When you say you want a specific body count or less, number body count or less, women interpret that in whatever way that goes through their head. You know, for us, we feel like it's very straightforward and simple and clear. It goes right to where it's supposed to be. Bing, lights up lights, and we understand. To us, when it enters women's head, goes in the ear, bounces around a few times, they come up with some shit that doesn't make sense to us, and then comes right back out their mouth in a way that we didn't intend, and we don't understand why they didn't understand. Because they felt like they understood us perfectly. Oh, well, that's just insecurity. No, we're looking for the behaviors and the standards that come with the number. With the number that we are assuming is a good number, we feel and we assume that certain behaviors and standards are coming with that number. But the truth is that isn't always the case. The two women that I just described, even though they're fictional characters, I'm sure the women in both situations exist in this world, and not just one. I'm sure there's a number of each one. Men, start saying it different in a way that women can understand and that there isn't really a rebuttal for. You are looking for women that have certain behaviors and standards for themselves, because that's what you're looking for in a woman. We want women that have not, do not, and will not have sex outside of their relationship. Say it that way. It's something that they can understand. A lot less room for confusion, and really no room for rebuttal. I mean, what's the possible fucking... What could possibly be the rebuttal to that? Oh, that's just insecurity. How is that insecurity? I'm looking for a woman with standards. So I think that's the problem, and I think that is a easily rectifiable problem in communication, and that the solution is simple. Just word it differently in a way that they can understand.